For our second meal, we're going to make chicken noodle soup. I've already removed the chicken from the pan and the vegetables, so I'm going to use this because it's the goodness. It's all this stock from the chicken and the vegetables. There's nothing wrong with it, so we're going to add it to our chicken noodle soup. I don't like to waste anything. Add 4 cups of broth. So we're going to add this whole container of broth. It's just chicken broth. I cut up celery, and I wanted to show you, when I cut up my celery, I use the leaves. The leaves has a lot of flavor, so I'm gonna dump that in there. And I had a bag of carrots from the pantry, so I just used the little sliced carrots. Individual carrots, and I sliced them up. So we're gonna add that to our chicken noodle soup. I'm gonna add some salt and pepper. And this is to taste. You know, if you don't do a lot of soda, you can add less salt. Black pepper. And we're gonna let this simmer on low while we're fixing our last meal. I shouldn't have said last meal, I should have said next meal. I'm gonna cube up a chicken breast. I'm gonna add that to it once the vegetables are tender. We're just gonna let this simmer for a while while we're preparing our next meal. After it is tender, we're gonna add our noodles. I always use linguine. You can use spaghetti, but linguine is a little bit bigger than spaghetti. And I'll break that up and put it in there dry until it cooks. And then I will add the cubed chicken and you will have chicken noodle soup. So the vegetables are tender, but I had deeping in this broth. I'm going to add about 1/3 of this package of linguine to this hot broth. Break it up in 3 pieces. I'm going to stir it. We're trying to cook this pasta. See the vegetables, they're all cooked and they're tender. You see those leaves floating around from the celery. That's why I like the leaves. It gives it a beautiful look, and they also taste very good. And as soon as this pasta is tender enough, we're gonna add in the chicken, and that will complete our chicken noodle soup. So now the noodles are tender, and the last thing we're gonna add is the chicken. And now you have homemade chicken noodle soup. The good thing about this soup is you can freeze it. So usually when I make it, when I'm not making anything else, I'll make a big pot and I will freeze it in quart-size containers. That way when you want it, you come home from work, you don't have to worry about what you're gonna cook, you just take it out, or take it out that morning before you go and put it in the refrigerator and be ready for dinner. You can always have sandwiches with that, or just crackers. So we finished our chicken noodle soup and just have some crackers on the side. You can always pair this with a good sandwich, but it's good and hearty.